Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Kash Patel and the FBI have announced major historic arrests, and the whole nation is shaken. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. The FBI, along with Kash Patel and the Department of Justice led by Pam Bondi, are on the case. They are not letting anything get past them. And they're on top of various crimes. See, crime still exists in this country in a major way. And a lot of times we focus just on the political end of crime. But crime reaches average, everyday Americans in different ways all the time. Today, arrests were announced that absolutely have not just the nation shaken, but the sports world shaken. Chauncey Billups, an NBA Hall of Famer and current NBA coach, as well as current NBA player. There's former players that were arrested and charged along with members of organized crime in New York for a gambling operation that really defies credulity when you think about how extensive this was. I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm a basketball player. And I'm about 5'7", so I'd be a really bad basketball player, but that's neither here nor there. Let's say I was a basketball player. I could tell my friends, and this is what happened, by the way. I could tell my friends, listen, I'm going to fake an injury and be taken out just a few minutes into the game. My friends would then go online and they would bet that I would hit the under in terms of how many points I would score. And they would all get paid a lot of money, and as the player, I would get a cut. Gangsters who were involved in this, they would get a cut. Everybody was getting something from this pie. There was also illegal poker games that were fixed, that were running amok, that NBA players were involved in. This is an extensive operation, and what Patel said in his press conference is this is not the end. This is not the end. There's going to be more coming. I can't even imagine who else could be involved in this. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Cosa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Cosa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchesi crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation. And we could not have done it without our interagency partners that are before us today. The NYPD, HSI, and teams of law enforcement officials from around the country made this day possible. It takes a team to bring this kind of justice, sweeping justice, into the halls of the United States courtrooms, where our brave United States attorney has led this prosecution. It takes courageous prosecutors to stand before you and say, we will not allow this kind of illicit activity to happen, not only at the national sporting level, but also where it hides in La Cosa Nostra. And when these two collided together, they perpetrated a fraud that is historic in terms of not just money, but the scheme and the deceit that they utilize to steal and swindle people from money, to include crypto fraud. This is an operation that showcases to you that under President Trump's administration, there is